Hi everyone, welcome. Today I'm going to give you guys an update of my succulents that are sitting outside. It has been a month since I last posted on these, and I feel like there's been a lot of changes to them. So I do have a shade cloth over my plants right now because it is sunny for once. It rained for the last several days, on and off, very cloudy, but now it's very sunny. Hopefully I can do my succulents some justice. I should really move the shade cloth, but that would mean that I would have to do some extra work. Feeling a little bit lazy. It is Monday morning, so let's see how my succulents are doing. So my chihuahuensis is recovering from the cold. The black parts, it's really still there. It probably will take up to a year for this to recover fully, but as you can see in the center, it is putting on new growth and it is beautiful. Let's see, my blue elf is also doing really great. It is holding on to that purple color still, but there has been a lot of growth in the center. As you can see, the center is very green, but it is very plump. Last time I posted something on this, I think it was very wrinkly, but since then I've been giving more water, so it's looking really great right now. And let's see, what else is there? My Suyan. This one is really turning out to be really cute because it was very leggy at one point inside, and when I brought it out, now the leaves are rounding out and it's looking really plump and cute. Hopefully it won't get any leggier. Let's see, my blue elf here. This one used to be one rosette and it put out 4 pups and it's hanging on. It's doing really great. It did get damaged from the cold when I put them out too early, but it is recovering and they are fast growers, I feel like. So it is recovering really quickly. The center is all new leaves there, and a lot of the damaged leaves are drying out and falling off, so that's good news. And my pink witch is looking really pink, a lot more pink than the shorts I just posted not too long ago. And since then it's gotten really pink and it's just beautiful, and I love the fact that it has this one sort of regular face rosette in the bunch. I thought that was very unique. And my green tea is looking really beautiful. The face has gotten so big, so plump, and it's opened up, looking really great. My champagne is still recovering, but as you can see, new leaves are coming out in the center with nice pink tips. None of that black freckled damaged leaf. Hopefully those will fall. I did lose some of the lower leaves, so it's getting there. Let's see, my Frevel was inside, but it, as you can see, I don't know if you can actually tell in that left one, the center, you can see that it's popping up. So it was getting leggy inside, so I figured I'll quickly bring it out here to stall that and, well, to stop it from stretching. So, and I also repotted my lovely rose. It was in a taller, sort of longer pot, but I don't think it was getting all the water that it needed because the pot was so deep, so I repotted it into a shorter pot, and now it's looking good. The leaves are firmer, and you can tell that it's responded to the water that I've been giving. And my blue bird, of course, is looking up. No more skirt. Yeah, so this one is really looking good. My silhouette was also very wiggly in the pot. It was not responding to water. I don't know what was going on with it, so I just repotted it. I sunk it more into the pot, and now I feel like it's looking better. The leaves are finally firmer. It's responded. It drew in the water, so that's good. So this is my Rougeberry cristata. It was doing great for the longest time, but about 2 months ago, it started not responding to water, and I can see that it was like wiggling in the pot. It was very dry, wrinkly and soft, and just not responding to water. So I pulled it out of the pot and repotted it in deeper into the pot. I did clean off some of the roots because I realized that there was no white roots. And in the process, of course, I dropped the 2 main rosettes on the left side off the branch. It fell off the main branch. So I sort of just potted back into where it was before, and now you can see it's responded. It actually grew since then, and I just repotted like 2 weeks ago, not even, maybe a week ago, and it's already recovered. It's growing in my red boats. So I brought this out. It was sitting in my office, and you can see the center. It is, I mean, this one I guess is motivated to grow. It is springtime, so it's bulging out from the center, and that's not the look I'm going for. So I pulled it out, and now it's outside. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes, because that is not, I mean, that is looking pretty funny right now. But behind it is my mini bell, and it's just so beautiful. Thankfully, after like fourth time, I think, I bought this plant from many different sellers, and I failed almost all of them. And a lot of it was because these apparently get really leggy, and some of the clusters that I bought, they were bigger clusters, but they were all windy and they were all just unruly. So I couldn't do anything with it, and I wasn't doing well with them. So I clipped them, and I actually have one of the branches still inside, and it's putting out a lot of little pups since I clipped off all the heads. But I mean, I don't know how well that's gonna go, so we'll have to keep an eye out. But this one I had purchased from one of the, I'm sure I think I just did an unboxing of it. But since then I thought it was so beautiful, and I wanted multiple of them, because just for insurance. I mean, I call it insurance because, you get one, and if you don't succeed, the chances of you being able to get the same one again, I don't know. I think it's slim. I've learned the hard way that a lot of these plants do sell out quickly, and they're only available for a certain time. So, yeah, I decided to order a second batch of succulents, and that's the one on the left, and I planted that in my handmade planter. This actually on the right is a handmade planter too, but I had a glazing, yeah, as you can see on the bottom, it's a glazing mess, where it rained a lot and just got stuck to the shelf, so I had to like use a Dremel to like shave off the bottom. I mean, it was a whole mess, but apparently that's fairly common, as I've been told by the studio. But so my succulents overall are doing really great. I'm trying to see if there's any one of them that's really made a big difference. So let's see. This is my sedifolium, Aeonium sedifolium. It's variegated one, and this is the one plant that I never had any luck with. And it's outside now. It was inside until last week. I brought it out because it's, once again, I'm losing a lot of the face, a lot of the rosettes. I'm not really sure why. I'm told, and I've read, that they really like water, but their roots are very slow growing, and overall you just have to water them regularly, consistently, and you have to soak them. That's what I'm hearing. So that's what I'm trying. I don't know. I mean, it's not looking too great right now. I lost a lot of the rosettes. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully I can succeed with that one, because I did say when I did the unboxing of that one that this will be the absolute last time I buy one of those, because they're definitely not cheap, and I've already killed like 3 other ones. So I told myself this will be the absolute last time. So what else is going on? I think that's it. I don't know if I ever showed you guys my crested majestar. Beautiful. It was inside for the longest time. I think I just brought it out a month ago because it started losing a lot of its color, but it's doing great. It's actually grown since I planted it in here. It's one of those plants. I love it. I didn't realize it was going to be this big when I purchased it, and now it's gotten even bigger, and now I'm afraid. Now I'm afraid because I can't afford to have these big succulents as much as I would love to. It's like my Succulent back there. I want them to grow big, and I wish I had the space for it, but I don't. And at this point, I really want to bring more of my succulents out, because every day I'm looking at them inside, and some of them are just not really looking great. They're getting leggy, and they're just, yeah. So I really want to bring them outside, but I don't have any space. I do have, like, on my table here, they're covered under the shade cloth, but I brought more of them out because it's spring, and you want to water them, you want them to grow, but they definitely get, if they get too much water inside, they definitely get leggy, and you'll see the center of the rosette just popping up, and it's just not my ideal look when it comes to succulents. And I want to be able to grow them compact rosettes. As you can see here, my blue mist, it got really leggy, but since it's been outside, the face on the top rosette is really rounding out. and it's getting very compact on the top. So that's good news. Okay, but moving on. So my Hera is one of those plants I never realized. I realized that it never rooted into the pot. I pulled it out over the winter inside because it just wasn't responding for water for months. And you know, sometimes a lot of these plants last for months without dying, and you don't realize quickly enough, then there's a higher likelihood that you will lose that plant. So it did take me months to pull it out of the pot and see that, okay, this was the reason why it wasn't doing well. I mean, it wasn't responding to the water for months. It kept losing its leaves, and the rosettes were closing up, but it was also winter when it was inside. And I thought that maybe it was just going dormant, but then at one point I thought that maybe it had pests, and I started spraying with all this plant spray, and that's what actually damaged the plants. And you'll see like little brown spots on the edges of the leaves. Yeah, so it actually damaged the plant even more. And I finally told myself, okay, it's time I pull it out after months. I don't know why it took me so long to do that, but after months of looking at the plant not responding to water and just losing its leaves and closing up and looking really sad, I pulled it out and realized that it never rooted into the pot. So now I know definitely that it did root, because look at it, there's growth in the center. You'll see nice farina on the leaves, like purple clean leaves with farina. That's the new growth. You'll see on the outer layers where it's shiny, or actually I shouldn't say shiny, that the farina has been rubbed off, and you'll see like brown spots on the edges, and that's the damage I caused with the plant spray. Okay, so I think that's it for now. This video is getting really long. I have a lot to say about my plants, as you can see, but it is also super sunny. As much as I love to acclimate my plants to this lovely New York weather, it is extremely difficult. I don't know that I have the skills or the willpower to do that, and I envy those people. But for now, this is how I manage my plants, and hopefully the ones that are struggling will recover and grow. I think that's it for today. Bye now.